Good advice. Pet the cat. Yeah. Wait, what? What's with the counter? Oh, wow. Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. Pet the cat. He seems to be getting a little excited. Well, we have to, right? We have to pet the cat until I fail. Wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you two should slow down? Never. No. No, really. Stop touching the cat. Crouton looks like he's fixing to explode. I mean, we have to. Oh no! What the fuck just happened to the cat? Okay, god damn it, I told you to stop fucking with the cat. You just launched through the ceiling? What the hell just happened? What the fuck? I mean, okay, I guess, sure. Why not? Just a moment of your time before you set off, please. I've seen the amazing things you land dwellers create. Really cool stuff. Like forks to come brush your hair. Gives you hope there's some goodness in your world. Swimming with a fin is tiring enough. Oh. What are they called? Feet. Oh my fucking god. Give her the dingle hopper? Only if she asks nice. No, let's just enhance it. Go for it. I've got the materials. Time to hack the system. Take control. Oh fuck. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. This is my actual nightmare. Okay, I can hold backwards. Hmm? Nope. No. Game. Okay, there we go. 1 HP in a dream, baby. BB's tent. A BB. you want some smooch? Oh, you're old. Well, you know what? Olds get smooch too.
Ah, what a fine young man you are. Folks call me Granny BB, but I've got the heart of a young woman.
Oop, there we go. I really enjoyed doing that granny voice. One of my favorite characters. Music. There we go. Excuse me. Oh. Why didn't that connect? Okay, you're there. Oh no, okay, there. That's it. So it should be all of them. I'm sure it's fine. I don't need to worry. Oh. Anyways, hi, hello, welcome, good evening. How's it going? Ads are over, so we can actually start doing this. We're playing more Slay the Princess tonight. I haven't slated all week. I don't know if we'll do all week. We're just gonna see how it goes. See how the vibes feel. but I definitely wanted to play more of Slay the Princess because there's so much we haven't seen, basically. And so I want to see. Wow, there's a bunch of guides and they're not in English, which is awesome. Good for them, but like, oh boy. Is it this one? Hi, Max. Oh my god, this one has a flow chart. No, thank you. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So, it basically comes down to what ending we want to see. The end of everything. Hold on. The following sets in the corresponding numbered save slots. All what? Hold on. Wait, hold on. What guide is this? No, this is wrong. This is not the guide I was looking at. This one? Ah, here we go. Yeah. Found it. Okay, so basically, there's so much in this game. So we kind of have to reverse engineer what we want to do. To make sure we don't end up at the same ending. We can get the razor, the arms race. So we can get like mutually assured destruction. That seems like an interesting one because that's a very much different road than we took last time. So why don't we do that? Yeah, we're gonna start with that. So just so people understand, this is from here on in, this is guide driven because I want to just see stuff we haven't seen in the game. So how this is gonna work is any choices that we've already done in the past, we're just gonna kind of skim through it, and anything that is new, we will listen to, experience, enjoy all together, and we'll see how fast we get through any one of these endings, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So I'm going to start with mutually assured destruction. Hold on, I'm going to open this in a separate page so that I can alt tab in and out of it as needed. Okay. Now I come over here and hit play. Anyways, how you doing, Timex? Oh my god, another content update just landed for this game yesterday. It's Monday. It is indeed Monday, my dudes. What are we doing? Having a moment. Where was best? I think top left was best for this game. I think. Alright, new game. I'm just gonna pull this up.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay. Skip. After choices, transitions. Oops. Quick menu, blinking. Boo. It's all fine. So, step 1. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way a warning before you go any further.
Hi, Grid Voice.
She will lie, she will
How's it going?
and she will do everything in her power.
We are replaying Slay the Princess using a guide so that we can go and see some different stuff. Okay, so that's not
I'm
on.
gonna go through with this, right?
Turn that up a little bit.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't quite know how these work. So skip unseen text. No, I don't want to skip unseen text. Right? Okay. Proceed to the cabin. Take the blade. Enter the basement. Continue down the stairs. Steel nerves. Slay Princess. Whoop! You still for putting garbage? Oh no! Did you end up catching what your kids have had? Okay, I think I've done all this. Okay, hold on. What if I do this? Of course not, that was too easy. Oh no! I was supposed to check for a pulse or something there.
I'm so glad you're keeping an eye. This is what's best for... Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to...
Oh, I'm sorry you got super duper sick, creative.
Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has play...
Woo! Okay. Okay, oh, new game.
You're on a path. You're here to slay...
I don't understand how the skip works, and it's kind of annoying me. So we want to silently continue.
You make your way up.
Okay, so we're not skipping the transitions. So that means that that's turned off. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
Take blade.
You take the blade.
Enter basement.
The door to the basement.
Continue downstairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Steel nerves.
You step forward.
Slay princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep in...
Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Okay, there we go. Skip button, turn off if it's new. Okay, here we go.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
I understand now why this track is called Mutually Assured Destruction.
I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
So this is all new. We've never had the razor before, as I understand it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so following this guide again, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
But yeah, sorry you're not feeling well, creative. Are you at least on like the other side of it?
The interior of the
Whoa.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
And then enter basement. You had a mishap last night?
The basement creaks open.
Oh no, creative. What kind of mishap?
The
Which end?
slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it.
Ooh, I'm so sorry, creative. I've been there.
You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying
Yeah,
her would probably
been there too, buddy. So sorry.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor.
Yeah.
Begging
Sorry, buddy.
out of your head.
That's a big old bummer.
A grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. Her sharp
Good gravy.
across the room.
48 months.
Finally, somebody.
Oh
Quick,
boy,
get me
that's
out
at
of
least
these
3
chains.
years.
We're not safe here.
It is at least 3 years, it's true.
We're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Gosh, thank you so much, Poker Free.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
How's the game? Well, this is our second play. I need to move my camera down. I remember now. I was supposed to be down here. It's a weird game. It is a horror story and it's a love story. And it's done by the same people who did Scarlet Hollow. So it's also super cool art and obnoxiously well written. But ostensibly, you have to slay the princess. But whether you do or do not, you end up dying and then you come back and it's like a weird... You're stuck in a sort of loop. But also there's this thing at the end of it. It's a very weird game. Is slay a euphemism? No. No, it is not. And so I've already played through the game naturally and kind of got my canon ending. Like last time when I was playing through this, like that's what we did, and I'm very happy with it. But I have unlocked a whole fifth of the available achievements of this game through doing that, because there's that much to explore. So what we're doing now is I'm using a guide in order to just make the right choices in order to see different things, and effectively fast forwarding through all of the stuff we had seen before and then experiencing all the stuff we haven't seen. And then we're just going with, screw it, slay the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win.
And yeah, we've got autoplay on. And we'll hit the skip button whenever possible.
Keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours.
Mm-hmm.
How? What is she interested? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you.
Where'd that even come from?
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh.
The
blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
What?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that.
Also content warnings up and down this game.
And you die. You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
That was wildly unexpected. Yeah, this is a weird.
Sharp, a constricting mess.
This is why I wanted to do this one first, because it's weird.
Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Good. It's better that way.
Oh, we got like all the voices here today.
No one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an
I am so happy I don't have to do the voices in this Pokemon. There's so much writing.
Much responsibility. Nah.
There's like
Possibly
2 average novels worth of writing in this game,
better.
or something like that.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It'll be different.
This is what it feels like to play with a really toxic experienced D&D group.
We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Okay, approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe away the mirror.
You and reach forward and place your hand on the door to
Give me a perception check. Mm-hmm.
Open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before.
I gotta say, the one guy they got to do all of this voice work
Time for us to
is
see her again. Just
absolute
and you're-
beast of a man.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor.
Hello again.
The form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how...
I like how extra modulated her voice is in this run.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Ah, so far.
Bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short
Oh,
by the
cool.
sound of slicing meat.
Just
Princess's arm
full-on horror anime villain thing.
her blood.
Okay.
Empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain.
Oh man, that's descriptive.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Well, I played a bugbear once that critically failed 3 perception checks in a row. I forgot the quest we were on, who my party was, and where I was standing. You went into a panic because I couldn't see the walls the room I was in. Alright. All these ideas suck. Think of something better.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
I love the, like, woo arms.
Ow.
What a surprise.
Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still
I
dead?
love how angular and everything she is in this run,
How are
too.
we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not.
Yeah, it's got some parallaxy stuff to it, too. It's a very pretty
How
game.
many times have you been here?
Arm sleeves notwithstanding.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Full murder robot vibes in this run.
Princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us.
What a phrase, arm sleeves. I mean,
Other voices chattering.
yeah, but also
Use us.
arm sleeves.
All we need is to keep.
They're right there.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Oh, wait. Is Indy voicing this person now? Or mildly? And then panicking.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Just they got all the voices now, huh?
Me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah, that was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure.
Like how she gets even more blades as it goes.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you...
I'm so close. Don't stop. Alright. Mutually assured destruction. So, yeah, we're kind of screaming through this ending, but I kind of expected that.
And we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good.
There's this ending, there's a different ending, and then we'll start kind of, I'll kind of throw it to the crowd, and we can pick and choose some of the other chapters and stuff we want to see.
My dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Hold on, is that, is he channeling, oh, what the hell's his name?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Matt.
How about we stop
shit.
talking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing...
Matthew Perry? Matt Perry.
is finally
Yeah.
ending up on top.
I feel like Smitten is
Entirely too many of you.
pulling from that as the,
Isn't good. This is... How about you stick to
as their direction.
and we'll stick to doing them. Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator?
We historically stride through the door towards our destined final encounter.
With our star-crossed lover.
100%, that's where that
I mean.
came from.
You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
Say what she does.
This is a fun,
Do you want me to talk now?
I don't know, track.
Yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Big Gladys energy from the princess. In this run, yes. She's not always like this.
I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
Huh.
A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Okay.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
This is
Absolutely divine.
divine.
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Still alive.
What's SMT? Sorry, I don't know that one.
That's all she needs. This is fake. This is all
Shin Megami Tensei or whatever?
just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a...
Oh, Persona, yeah, okay.
I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right,
Okay, empty your mind.
It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not activate through that in action, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Thank you. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. Megalovania starts playing. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Those four cuts remind me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Your blade strikes free of volition and something. I stabbed her in the heart. Cool. And then she does that. You don't get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Approacheth the mirror. You do so. Okay, just gaze into the mirror. Silence has reached towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Well, yeah. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
So this is what happens at the end of your run. All of the hers that we bring to the end form a new her that is different. If that makes any sense for anyone who's new here. Like, you end up doing these runs, like, I think 5 times. And then you get to the actual ending. So, like, the whole thing is, like, I guess, spoilers, but I've already played through the game and you're here on a guide-driven second run-through. So, I think the kind of broad strokes is we're kind of both not quite eldritch gods, and we got trapped in a pocket dimension by some third entity who's actually the narrator, because he wants us to slay her, because she is the concept of death or thereabouts. But in killing her, we're reconstructing her, and the idea is that she becomes more than what she was. It's very interesting, and I do recommend watching my first playthrough of this, because this will all get explained far more eloquently than I could do. I don't know which one I'm supposed to do here. It doesn't cover this. It just says, converse with your voices or her until you're ready to forget. The dialogue options you choose will not affect the various achievements that you get, so.
I am solitary.
Yeah, okay, so we've covered all this.
Thoughts. Yes. Nerves and fibers
Oh,
to
this one's
feel
new.
the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay, we're just going to... Do I want to attack the body or destroy myself? I don't know which one I'm supposed to do. I guess destroy my body. I don't know.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now. Nothing as we are.
Okay. Do I have to... Okay, make me forget. There we go. There. Okay. I've explored all that stuff before, and I do apologize if people are like, but I want to learn everything now. Go watch my other playthrough, because I definitely do cover all of those there. In this run, I'm just trying to see new stuff. Which sounds callous, I acknowledge. So there's a second half to this called the Empty Cup. Which basically we're going to run almost the exact same thing. Except we make a different choice in Chapter 2. So.
The interior of the cabin.
I'm going to set transitions on. Take the blade, enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Continue down the stairs.
Still listening to reason.
Still nerves.
Forward.
Slave Princess.
Lunge forward without a mo.
Oh, I can't do this one a second time. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Well. We've gone off script. Okay, well, now we're doing Chapter 2, The Spectre.
Yes, exactly.
We've half done this before.
You
Leave.
open the cabin door. Only.
Okay.
Add your key.
Of course we are. I like it here. Here's the good ending.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
There's no going back now. Okay, maybe I'm not happy.
Because
Okay, here we go.
I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare. How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing.
Science bang!
Nothing, it's just the same
Why would you slay the princess when the princess is slay? I mean,
out there, but trust me,
some of the iterations
using the blade will
of the princess have been extremely dommy-mommy. That's true.
Princess, it didn't want you to be happy.
Now, I will say, to be fair, I did end the game by, like, holding her hand and walking into a new world together. So, like, we did go with the princess who is Slay.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Knowing you.
Being a newly fresh member, doesn't that mean that the narrator can't hear the voices, or am I misremembering? No, he can't see the mirror for sure.
In the woods.
And
at the end of that path,
it is explained.
and
Hold on, I'll get to wait till we get to a choice, and then I'll cover that.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So it turns out the narrator, one, does know about the loops, he just lies, and does know about the voices, and also lies. Because the narrator is the one who put both you and the princess into whatever this is. What if the narrative game and the narrative Stanley Parable kissed? I'm pretty sure that this narrator was, what if you want Stanley Parable narrator but can't afford Stanley Parable narrator? Which is not to say that this narrator is bad. This guy went to the wall with the narration of this game. So I don't want to knock him. We've done all this before. Fiverr Parable. I mean, yes, but like I don't want to be disrespectful. This voice actor did a fantastic job. But it is very reminiscent of the Stanley Parable. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
It's a good game. It's a very good game. This is a fantastic game. So is the Stanley Parable, to be fair. Okay. I'm gonna give chat a choice here. Do we want to vote, or is it just, or first person to yell it out? Because there's 3 avenues we can take with what happens next. What are the options? You know what? I'm gonna make a poll. Okay, get 1 minute. Those are your options. Ugh. End up in a 3-way tie. It doesn't have to be that way. Oh, I guess it does because I didn't add points to add extra votes. Also, I didn't even realize we only had 3 people watching. But whatever, it's fine. Alright, Hitchhiker it is. So, to get Hitchhiker, we proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, She's dead. We killed her already.
So proceed to the cabin, proceed to the cabin, enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Oh my god, he did the ghost.
How terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
There were certainly notes on that.
It's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Ooh, I like the voice layering they're doing with this.
A little begging.
Okay, so then we explore the I'm sorry I killed you last time, right? No. I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you?
Of course there is. You can give me the only thing I've ever wanted. A way out of this basement. But the place won't let me leave. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
That's true.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I don't owe you.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
That is actually very interesting.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Okay, I could explore all these, but I don't know if that's going to change anything, so I'm just going to ride it as is. Sounds great.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Nice.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
He let that slip a little bit there.
Pushes forward and then
How many times do I have to tell you, huh? Isn't this supposed to be the first time?
Your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Oh, wow.
I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice?
That's a really fun reference.
What I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
God,
No,
that's
it
really
matters.
good.
What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Hmm.
Oh, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You
Fuck, this is actually really good if you've played through it once.
nowhere to be
Oh boy.
She's nowhere to be
That's so good.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably. Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
This whole track here is
If it's somewhere, then
super meta.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you.
No, snooze.
I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen. You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Alright, crack that door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had to die, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world, but not...
Sorry, just gonna adjust. Okay, so that's the sound.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
There you go, hitchhiker. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
LARP?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
We can skip all this.
Or him.
Oh, no, never mind. Right, we have a new voice with us.
Is a child the same as...
So just checking. If any of these are going to be new. Oh, this one's new. This one is vaporous. She has a dream of the life she can never have.
Do not
Whoops.
blame her.
Well,
She will finally...
don't know why the voice didn't work there. This one is vaporous. She has a dream of a life she can never have. That longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
My preference is for you.
Though we will remain here as we are now barely finished. Okay. We have no need to wait. Get ready.
I will long for your return.
Ah, shit. Which I don't like how that one skipped. Yearning heart. Shit. I don't know what chapter we're in because that skipped way ahead. Crap. Could someone be a doll and clip and just freeze frame it and tell me which one we went into? That would be great. I did not expect it to skip over the title card, but I guess it's a transition, so, well, fair enough. Oh, cool. That ran... There's multiple things we can go to. That's kind of the problem. Depending on if you pick Hitchhiker versus whatever, you can end up in different tracks. Okay, the Spectre. So we're not going to be in the burned. Yeah, we picked Hitchhiker. I don't think we're in Eye of the Needle. Oh. I don't know. God damn it. Basically, I need to find out which voice is going to show up with us, and that typically helps. All right, you know what? Dad's going to start. So we're just going to have to figure it out. But I'm going to hit BRB. We'll be back in like 3-ish minutes. And yeah, we will go from there. So go get yourself a drink, a snack, go to the washroom, scream to a pillow, stare into the middle of different distance. Have a small existential crisis, and we'll be back in like 3 minutes. The two of you make your way back out into the hallway. But before you make it to the stairs, the light turns on, startling both of you. I thought you were going to get some rest, Kanika. You really should get back to bed, or this cold of yours will only get worse. I've still got a lot of energy, but I don't feel like sitting around. I don't think I need to. Of course you do. I know you best, and you just haven't been yourself these past few days. All this running around has been a detriment to your health. Miles and I want to see you healthy. You hold this family together. You shouldn't get between a mother and daughter. Sybil knows what's best here, and Kanika is more than capable of speaking for herself. Why are you making her confront her mother? You barely know Kanika, and yet you're trying to drive a wedge between her and her family. What? Hold on. What? What? Hold on. This is vaguely frustrating insofar as, why did I get these prompts now and not prior? What the fuck? Oh, I just got chills. Sybil's fucking with us. Oh, this is so cool. And also fucking terrifying. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Ah, shit. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. No, no, bad kitty. Bad spider kitty. Fuck. The problem with the cat mode is you can't see their distance. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, that shouldn't hit me. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Ow. I'm being menaced by cats. Get away. Fuck. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, one down. Okay. I will scooch myself back towards the table now. Why is this forest so deadly?
Save the game.
No, not right now. You're gonna wait a minute. I am not safe. Fuck, there's still... Shit, fuck, piss. See? That's very bad. Oh god, look at the range they have on that. That shouldn't hit me. No, I know. I know. So, in theory, I can probably just ditch the babble calls completely and just do it through Webpack by setting some presets or whatever the heck. I just don't know how to do it yet. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! And then the rage hit. Oh. Oh no. Oh my god, it's a twin stick. I have to use... Oh no. Okay, I figured it out. I forgot, you don't get to chapter 4 until you've done this loop 5 times. So, we did get kicked back to chapter 1. So the question now is, which chapter 2 do we want to see? Which one's the stranger? Oh, we've done the stranger. We've done the stranger. I remember that one. Okay. I think I'm going to go for the damsel as the next run. What was the last clip from? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the clips. So someone else will have to tell me what that was and or go look at the video. I just need to make sure I don't already have this achievement. Okay, so I think this one. So we'll get that one. I don't think I have any of these. I just want to make sure, because I will give you the choice. Just want to make sure I haven't done Damsel before. Gentle Heart, Lady Killer. No, I don't think so. Definitely don't have that one. Okay, we're gonna go for the damsel, and then I'll give you a choice as to which avenue of damsel we want to see. So, we proceed as we always have. Silently go to there, proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost
Into the basement. The door of the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in a room below. This is an impressive place. Well,
softly carried.
the skip sometimes doesn't get the voice. I don't know what that is.
Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end. only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
So I'm just trying to figure out what I do with the damsel. Okay, sure. Hold on. Let's go back up to the damsel. There's like 5 different ways the damsel goes. Can check upstairs. Return to the bottom.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her,
Why?
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut.
Why that far down? That's the thing that always upsets me. This isn't the first time she's lost her arm.
Crack through the bone of her arm.
Like,
Her limb falls.
why not
and then
here?
chains follow suit.
Why not at the joint?
So much as utter a
So much
sigh
easier.
for the whole
Instead
ordeal.
of cutting through bone. You have any idea how hard that is?
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Yeah, we've done some of this
As the
before.
princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Railroading? Spoken Freak? This whole game has a meta narrative about
But the princess
the freedom of choice.
back against the wall before the blade has connect.
Both as a narrative tool and
Stop trying to resist.
larger questions. It's,
You out of here alive.
yeah.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn.
Arm isn't looking good. Yeah, we get weirder
Takes a cautious step forward.
as you progress through the game.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
Love how this version gets giant anime eyes.
Your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. We are once again going to be presented with
On a path,
many choices.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, we have to figure out which voice we have. I think most of them start the same. Only give me 1 second here. Actually, you know what? Doesn't matter. We're going to get unending, one of these endings out of it. So, yes, let's put forth the vote. It's time for another vote. Oops. Do. All right, there you go. You got 1 minute to pick what our next avenue is. No one? No one wants to vote? Not a one. Okay. A gentle heart. So, for a gentle heart. Okay, there we go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If only you knew what you did
yes,
to
the
us,
smitten.
you villain. Excuse me?
Forget he said anything.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time.
That's true, Science Being 4 did still win.
He won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Sip, sip.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Even more beautiful.
Love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? Move this man! She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, Viv.
Not the Boo you were thinking of. What Boo were you thinking of, Science Bang?
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And
You're thinking of Spooky Boo.
So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Mm-hmm.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
It is interesting to see some of
This is horrible.
the line work get used and like where it actually works its way in. So we want to rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
So you say?
If you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her binding.
I love the hard hits on the R there.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
So fucking silly.
That sounds perfect.
Very strong ooh energy.
Hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Oh, what was he saying? Help. I had a thought, and then it's gone. Shit. Oh, man. No, it's gone. I was gonna comment on something from earlier, but you've been blessed by the ADT fairy. No, well, yes. What it was is I decided to listen to this instead of holding the thought, and now it's gone. Oh well, moving on.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's fine.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Well, that gave me... Oh, yes.
We did it. What should we do now?
Okay, so that gives us
Where did everything...
Gentle Heart and Romantic Haze.
Ego.
So, apologies for everyone picking Gentle Heart, but the way to do Gentle Heart is any of these things. But Romantic Haze was the one we picked.
I'm cold.
That was the instructions.
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of
Feathers?
a princess.
Oh, right. That does make sense. Okay.
She's gone.
Approach the mirror. Skippity skip. Does it? Yes. So the narrator is a crow, and we are made in the image of the narrator. We are not the narrator. We're sort of like a self-insert of the narrator, but we are also not, like, we are separate from them. If that makes sense. Not mutually exclusive. Yeah. So we are some kind of horrible crow mutant bird creature. We get worse as we play through. So like we're getting a little more melty every time.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
Okay. So we're just going to hit skips to find the stuff that is new. Okay. It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. If that, my perspective, the desire, I care about, the tides do. We will know when we knew. I will be here when it is time.
Alright. So that was a gentle heart.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. So my God. So I'm just trying to skim through the chapters here, the ones that I know I haven't seen. I wonder, let's save. Sure. So here's the various vessels we've had. The Adversary, the Tower, the Spectre, the Nightmare, the Razor. The Stranger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck. The Prisoner. Okay, there's the Damsel. The Fury. The Apotheosis. The Mote of Clarity. So that's the Beast. Have we done the Prisoner? Is the Prisoner in here? Okay. Have we done the Witch? Okay. Okay, so it's time for another poll. This is an oops all polls. So let's see, we're gonna go with this one. This one. This one. And this one. Make sure. Oh no, actually, scrap that one. We could still do it, but because we haven't, these ones are all super new. We haven't done any of these, so start the poll. Going for every vessel or just enough to advance for? I'm trying to explore avenues that I've just not seen at all. There are some of these that spawn from versions of these, but I'm trying to unlock a lot of like the basic vessels just so we can get a flavor. Because yeah, some of the chapter 3s require you to make very specific choices in the other chapters. Require you to bring certain voices through and stuff like that. So that one's the beast. That one's the prisoner, I think. I don't know what that one is. Oh, we've done the prisoner. Shit. Well, the witch won with 1 vote. Good enough. I'll take it. Okay, so we're going to go for the witch. So, how to get to the witch? Cool. All right. So we must silently continue to the cabin.
Make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Proceed in.
The interior of the cabin is...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement...
Lie that I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
So notice how this is kind of the same, but because we don't have the history.
It's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stop.
Now it's a lie.
There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it. You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we've done all that. I'm gonna go check upstairs. This stuff's all the same. Then return.
Make your way to the bottom of...
Slay the
Without
princess.
hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Okie dokie.
Your nerves are seizing with pain. You know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
God, there are
Do you think
5
this is what I want?
avenues
I have a
with the
genius
next chapter.
of the situation.
Good God.
Honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
All right.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
New poll.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All these just are proceed to the cabin, right? Yeah. God, we need more votes. To be fair, both of those look like the most interesting avenues. God damn it. Alright, I guess dealer's choice then. Okay, I'm gonna phrase it like this. Do we want to be the good guy or the bad guy? Because you managed to pick a good guy and a bad guy option.
A warning. She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
You don't know what that would mean in this context? Indeed! So do you want to be the good guy or the bad guy?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls
Good guy? All right.
weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a
And we're going with Past Life Gambit.
pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So we take the blade this
You
time.
take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
Nope, I did not.
It's not actually.
Past Life Gambit and the Scorpion were the two, but the Scorpion is, I'm going to phrase it as being the bad guy. And Past Life Gambit is not. Oh, from game design perspective. Oh, gotcha. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the
The Frog and Scorpion's a famous tale, yes.
The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like
Yes, it is.
tangled hair.
And pertinent to this arc.
From the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below.
Sorry.
It shines in the darkness.
Yeah, I thought this
like
was
some
loose.
kind of massive
Damn it.
maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's
There you go.
thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Okay. Say nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. We can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine?
Damn, yeah.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't
Compromise.
You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Nice. So, this is where things branch between these two things. No, actually, no, not yet.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it. Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Okay. This one.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
And, okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking? You're
I mean,
talking a lot
maybe.
about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Yes, this one.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her. You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You have
And then
the blade
I don't know
process.
what chapter we're going to end up in for chapter
Her
3
eyes
here.
darting between you and the weapon with a nervous curiosity.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you? What do you think happens now?
You and the princess share a knowing look. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do.
It's true.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, the thorn.
You're on a path in the woods. She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against. But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway. I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this
Hey.
time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try, exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Oh, I guess I'm here. Realize I'm blocking the text. Okay, so time for another poll. This is the most polls I think I've ever used. Interestingly, we are locked out of one of the options here. Because there's one difference, one different choice we have to make at the end of the previous chapter. So that's the one. That's the one. Can't do this one. That's the one. Okay.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Mm-hmm.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get...
Okay, nobody picked anything there.
Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us.
Wipe
Reach
the mirror.
forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
What a way to greet my wife when she got home. She came back to the basement getting came back to the basement getting kudzued. There was a vote. Nobody voted, so I'm gonna let you pick: abandonment, trust issues, or turning over a new leaf.
You continue down.
Trust
the
issues?
stairs,
Okay.
brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Okay, you want trust issues?
really think you can just wash your hands of all of this? Do you really think you can just leave me here?
Oops, I picked...
This is even better than stabbing her.
Oh, I see.
Reward without any of that nasty effort. It's not even better. Putting off a choice is always worse than making a committed decision, especially when you already know the right answer.
Almost feels like we're as bad as the
I was
palace.
like, oh no, I picked the wrong thing, but actually...
All it really took to twist us into yet another tyrant. A single ounce of control.
It sure feels like it. She looks so sad, bleeding and alone. And we're just turning our back on her.
Oh, stop trying to bring morality into this. There are winners in life and there are losers, and what matters is that right now, we've decided to be a winner.
But as you approach the basement stairs, you make a grim realization. The thorns won't let you leave.
We don't have any way to cut through them. Okay, new plan. We re-befriend the princess, get the blade, and all of us leave here together as friends.
You can't leave without me, can you?
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to pause here because the ads are about to play. So, hey, time for another 3 minutes of ads. So, go get a drink, a snack, go to the washroom, do what you gotta do. And we'll be back in 3-ish minutes.
Oh no! Oh my god, it's a twin stick. I have to use... Oh no. What? Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, stick that fucking landing. Come on. I'm not fixing that. What with this? Oh no 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 no. Fucking smash it in. Perfect. It's beautiful. 9.3 baby. Jesus Christ, it's don't tell me this fucking tilts. Oh my god. No 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 no. Fucking. Oh, we still got it. We still got it. Oh, work, 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 work. Honestly? Nice. You motherfucker.
Okay. Do I need to do this? No. Am I going to do this? Yes.
Hello?
Oh, I could flash bomb him, actually. Oh, maybe that's what we do. We just flash bomb, look at last guy, and club him. Good use of a flash bomb. For me, anyways. Did I have to do it? No. But money.
Nope, it seems angry. It's about to eat you. Although,
I mean, yeah.
aha,
I'm...
dog it.
What
Let me.
the fuck?
So the dog for me is a hydraulic dog that has a platform.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and he's friendly to me, apparently. So,
Oh man, I can't wait for you to see my side of things.
uh-huh.
I almost don't even want to describe it to you. I did remember this one. I just thought I'd already got it. Bibless? Oh boy, I got my Bibless card. Oh, 5/7 archer for 7. Okay. That's okay. Can I just yeet myself off the tower? There was a path down. There was a path down. You absolute
Illegal.
motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh, that's so rage-inducing. Oh my god. Ah! Okay. It's fine. Whatever. Moving on. Who in their right mind would go backwards through that gauntlet? I don't. Oh, good. My light's broken. No problem. All right, I'm back. Oh, this game made the best clips. Which game is that? So, bitch. Oh god, I haven't logged into. Oh no, that's not true. It says last year, but that's just yeah, it's wrong. The one I'm looking up right now. Gotcha. Okay. Monumental Failure is the name of the game. I got it on itch as part of one of the various bundles, like mega bundles. You were close. You're closer than I was going to get, which was not any of the words.
You know, just to make sure things are a little more permanent, I think I'm going to take this particular needle out of the picture.
She wouldn't. It's only fair. We were going to leave her with no way out. Please return in the kindness. Thorns slice into the princess's hands, lacerating what little skin remains as she raises the blade to her mouth. Take it. Take it now, before she swallows it out of spite.
And then, for trust issues, we rush for the blade.
You rush towards the princess, arms outstretched and grasping for the blade. But as you tear through her thistled prison, the thorny vines dig deep into your arms, seemingly growing thicker and sturdier the closer you get to your goal.
Hi, Chunky.
It should be within reach, yet you cannot reach it quickly enough. It's no use. Even if we grab it, we won't be able to pull it back out of there. It's better than letting her eat it and losing it forever. You just manage to reach her hand, grasping it firmly in yours before the thorns finally trap you in place. Blood trickles down your arm.
Look at her angry little eyebrows.
The two of you lock eyes.
We're stuck like this, aren't we? I knew this was always going to be how it ended.
She's gone. If they think it's bad...
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me. Because when yearns for a connection she feels she doesn't deserve. When she showed compassion, she hid. Hold on. She hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Okay. Yeah, okay.
I am on the cusp of my awakening.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
Next time I see you, I will be...
So this is the final one before we get to unending.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so... Save. Pop a save there. Okay, memories. So, which vessel have we not done yet? We've done the stranger, done the damsel, the adversary, yes, the beast. Have we done the beast yet? No. So the beast is an option. The nightmare we've done. So I think the beast is the only beginning thing we haven't done yet. So I guess we'll go with that, shall we? Alright, silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the...
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement...
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around...
Okay.
This is different. This is all different. Hold on.
You make your way up a warning.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the...
Skip. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creep her voice.
Hello?
Is... Don't let it...
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You walk down... I am...
Hi.
We have to talk first? That's weird.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. You turn back.
Where are you going? You'd better hope.
Slip these chains. She has
Hold
been
on.
bluffing, but you rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade. Both
It's weird that I can't fast forward this because I've done this before.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement.
Well, I don't know where we are now.
It's quiet.
The walkthrough didn't work.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago.
Ah, crap.
There's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I don't know which one. I don't know where we are right now. Ah, crap. We're in the nightmare. Okay, hold on. I don't want to do that. Load. Load you. Yes.
You make your way up. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost...
Okay, hold on. Maybe there's another walkthrough here. How to get to chapter 3, The Wild. We're in chapter 1 right now, right? Yeah. See, all of these have the I'll see what I can do. And that's not working. I wonder. That's a prisoner. This is so weird. I like literally cannot.
Don't. Good. You walked. I am.
Hi.
Hey, you. Hold on. The moment of clarity. We got to that one. Chapter 3, The Wrath. Oh, okay, well, maybe we can do this. This isn't quite where I wanted to go. But I think if we want to get new content... okay, so we do that, and then we're going to do the Nightmare, which we've done the Nightmare before. Okay. All right, so we're gonna aim for the Nightmare. We're kind of locked into this for some reason.
Okay.
So we're gonna go upstairs and get the blade.
Thank you. You turn.
She's lost an arm. I'm gonna lock her in here to let her bleed out.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now. You close the basement door, locking it behind
so
you.
we've done that.
Barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound, and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Okay, so that's the one I've done
It
before.
isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Alright.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. Don't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Alright. So we're gonna get
Awake in the middle
sent
of the
back to the
night,
Nightmare.
silence in the cabin. The ruckus has...
Yeah, okay. So. It's time for another poll. The Nightmare was a really good one, as I remember. So, let's see. So we do that one. That one. Or this one. The poll is away. Go for it. Mind you, I say this, but to get to the Wraith, I might actually have to take a very specific route, and I don't know which one it's going to give me. So this poll may be null and void. Anyways. House of No Leave. Okay. So to get to the Wraith, there are multiple ways to get to the Wraith. This is simply just one of them. All right, well, you know what? We're going to do House of No Leave. We're going to see what happens. Okay. So, House of No Leave. Right? Deal. So for House of No Leaf, we proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on. It's just an empty frame. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together.
Take the blade.
Reach down and pick the blade up.
I love the faces in the window. Enter basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in dark. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
And then continue down in silence.
Make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
So I apologize. I think we have to do terminal velocity in order to get to the Wraith, because I think the other option doesn't get us there. It says you can get here multiple ways, but when I actually look at it, it does not actually seem like that's true. So
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think!
yeah, we've seen a lot of this.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
So then we go to...
Liver,
What?
No!
Oh, let's get out of here.
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion. Lungs, liver,
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Nerves, heart, lungs.
I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right.
Heart, lungs.
Besides,
You like Mass Princess?
I feel she's telling the truth. She needs us alive.
Heart, lungs.
Okay, step onto stairs.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Heart. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Yeah, Mass Princess is a cool design.
Remember, of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you?
Heart, lungs.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
Because he can't.
Open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Liver.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart.
You're terrible at this.
I know, but I'm doing my best.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
Heart.
Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah, fuck this guy. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that gives us...
Oh man, what good line delivery.
I suppose if I had
Oh man.
choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
Thank you for your gracious show of support.
Oh yeah, this guy. Fuck this guy. Very good. Very, very good.
Deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart,
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door.
And now we slay the princess.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she?
We've already seen how she can change heart, lungs, liver, nerves. In her final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth. As the two of you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness. You are alone, and you are falling forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of here? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means you're falling. Forever. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this. You continue to fall. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall, and you will only continue to fall. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead?
There's so much explore that comes with this next section. Oh my god.
You've already said.
Buckle up for a lot of narration.
Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Alright. So, we start with explore, drop the blade.
Oh no, what are you doing? You loosen your grip, and the blade tumbles through your open fingers. Now you're really falling forever. There's no way out now.
And then...
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it?
I just want to point out, no body, no death.
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Okay, so it's not like it matters. So I don't have all of these options. So that's going to be interesting.
No. Still no. You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do. The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can. The narrator continues to ignore you. You say that now, but let's see how we all feel after a week, or a month, or a year. Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time. That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. You really shouldn't have gotten rid of the blade. It was our way out. What were you thinking? Now, if we're going to be stuck here until we starve, we really shouldn't be at each other's throats. I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest. Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely. You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die.
What's the rule? It's like,
the princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain.
How many days without water? It's like a week.
You're on a path.
Like, we wouldn't be falling for that long in the grand scheme of things.
It really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. We've tried doing it our way, and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers. Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord.
Okay, new poll.
Okay, so you've already been here.
Probably feels super long. Oh yeah, for sure.
Even. Great. So you probably already know all about her, and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out...
There's basically two options here.
And everyone ends with it. Yourself included. See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once. But it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her
no votes.
Influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult.
No votes.
But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
Okay. Do we want to be the good guy or the bad guy? Let's go bad. All right. Which means we're going to go with the passenger. I mean, it swings and roundabouts on what we qualify as bad here.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge, and make sure she knows how helpful we are. Like any of our options here, it feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall.
Let's be mindful of our position, boys. Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should fold and beg for mercy as soon as we see her.
I'm sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like, right? We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time.
Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she? And again, we don't have a blade. And look at the bright side, at least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom, which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody else something to stand on.
Jesus.
Bedrock.
The Opportunist is probably the worst character in this game.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness.
Actually, instead of good or bad, when we get to the point, I'll let you make the choice.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I had no...
Because quite frankly, I think actually framing these as good or bad is extremely vague.
It's a bad thing. If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse.
Crunchy.
And you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess.
Ooh.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from...
Oh wow, our foot's just floppy, huh?
With far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it.
You're not gonna walk on that ankle.
just like you left me.
Great, we're all on the same page then. The important part now is that we let her know that we're completely on board with this. Are we? She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea. Not like this. Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only way we save our skin and get out of here. Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them.
Okay, so we struggle.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain
He didn't really think this through.
hallway as the rest of the princess's body.
I like how she's mostly body but still has tits.
Wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours.
I mean, this is gonna do something for somebody.
She twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Look, she's mad at us, I get it, but it's nothing we can't clear up after she possesses our body. Don't worry, I'm what you might call a smooth talker. I'll iron things out. Oh, will you now? With her like that? Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Tears open the membrane of your soul sounds like a band.
Once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
I was getting late for just here talking.
There's some sort of growth trying to push us all.
Sorry, Rick.
I know.
Yeah, this is a horror game with a whole stack of content warnings on it, but it's a very good game as well. Very thoughtful.
For support. The two of you are being.
If you can stomach horror, I do recommend it. It's an extremely well-written game.
I live here, along with him, and well, I've
asked a lot of very interesting questions about
I don't think this is helping. We should try
choice, kind of as a broad spectrum statement. So many ways to die in this game? Oh yeah.
I want to tell you how
so many.
Job you're doing. You're a real
well, sort of.
Really seizing destiny by the throat and making it yours.
There are a number of primary ways, and then there's kind of flavors therein.
That was then. This is now. I'm a big fan of winners, and you're the biggest winner around.
If you get the right one, be a shorter game. Yep, we actually did that one earlier.
I'll have you know that as soon as we wound up back in the woods on this go-around, I suggested that we free you.
We did one of the happily ever after endings.
At the end of the day, I just want a job. I figure if he's right and you're going to end the world, there's got to be something else coming after all that. And I want to make sure I have a place helping you run it. I think you should stop talking. Look, all I'm saying is that whatever comes after is going to be a hefty management task. You don't want to do all that alone. And we are the only people you know.
Well, we're actually at the end of the run.
Whatever it is
after this comes, like, the finale.
We're going to die. No, we're going to do something worse than dying. She's going to torture us out of existence, and it's all going to be your fault.
All I'm doing is reading what you say.
to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants. Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step.
Brain can only handle so much of everything else.
The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Alright, you know, which is it going to be? Leave the cabin or throw your body into the abyss? Oh, I'm gonna be honest, Rick. I don't know because I don't play a lot of horror games. We should free her, even if she's super crazy mad. Okay.
You toss the last of your will aside and surrender to the princess. I guess that's that. It's for the best, really. Maybe we'll find our freedom on the other side.
Already 3 hours?
Hear that, boys? A mercy.
Yeah,
That's the sort
almost.
of reward you get with me at the helm.
Well, actually, yeah, I guess.
Your
No,
body
that is probably
reaches
actually
along the
right.
corridor, every step more difficult and
Yeah,
painful. than your
3
last.
hours.
Joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world. But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away. Please, just let her out. It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer. It really is, isn't it? Isn't saying all of this his job?
Just figured it out.
Don't
Next time I come on my stream will be more interesting to watch. Admittedly,
doing great.
this is a narrative game.
Is it then?
There's always tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm actually not streaming tomorrow. Wednesday.
We'll get to see what's really out there.
I like how she hijacks the narration. As you step inside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent terror rending that cuts all the way down to your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again. Couldn't have planned it better myself. Everything is gone. Except her. Which means we made it to the end of the world. We're survivors.
What is happening to me?
Gulp. Yeah, memory returns.
And there's that.
Skippy, skippy, skip. Approach the mirror. Fast forward.
This doesn't feel right. If they think it's bad.
And they're gone. Gaze into the reflection. Are you me?
No.
And I'm going to get an achievement here by just skipping it. Yeah, you are no short. You're the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. Okay. When you're over at the heart of things, there's a final vessel. We're going to get to see the final version of her this time. There she is. Final boss time? Yes. So this is the part I can't remember. Story achievements. Okay, here we go. Ending achievements. Here we go. Okay, Kafka. Okay, let's see. I have to just figure out which of these endings I got, so we can just steer ourselves towards an one that we haven't. Okay, didn't do that one. Didn't do that one. Okay, so we did Strange Beginnings last time. And I think we did this one as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we can't do these ones, and that's fine. Don't know if we're gonna get that one. Okay, so okay, what happens now? So we can do, you know, one more poll. One more poll. Cannot share with you, bring a piercing heart and occasion. Okay, no, hold on. That one requires, that one's stupid. Okay, here we go. You got a poll? Can I see 2019? But they've been leaving comments since 2018. Well, good for you, Rick. It's nice to actually get engagement on videos that you upload. Somebody vote. Please, I beg of you. Through conflict? I love this sound, like this soundtrack right here. Alright, through conflict. Slay the princess.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
So each of these, oh no, snooze. Each of these, like, depending on who you bring to create her at the end, you get a whole, like, each one of them has their own little thing at the end here. Remain silent. Apparently we just remain silent through all of this.
Nothing.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you left me to rot, and in your abandonment, the two of us were bound in our suffering together. A painful eternity, but one that is only unceasing if you remove what happens next.
And we remain silent. These, I will say, if you do play through this game and when you get to this point, these are so interesting. Like, going through all of these.
And so your quietude continues.
Your lover tries to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Is your unbroken silence a lack of an answer? Or has your understanding begun to move beyond words?
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers.
I did snooze that ad.
They remember the violence you inflicted.
Thank you, Uno.
And yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution.
Is everything you thought was used to set me free? Without sin, there is no redemption. Still, you hide the
Oops, didn't mean to click there.
This torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles.
Oh, right,
You are
yes.
a body.
I forgot about the blades.
Ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or not you.
It's freaking way to end the gameplay. Yeah.
Dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
I love that she's just made of knives.
Self-aware, and in your state, you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives. And yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Your stoicism knows no end.
As the cost between you two abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
This one.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You can feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but the twisted and crumpled and bound and agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back something, but it does not yield. Snooze.
I love you.
You take her hand. All at once, the unyielding... Whoops. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks.
It's magnificent.
Something else that I can't read right now. It's magnificent. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. You know what? I can ask this question.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
And so we step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Oh, I got... There are no endings as well for there. That's fun. Ugh. Alright, well, hey. That was another run that went longer than I thought it was. Some of those were a lot more wordy than I expected them to be, if I'm going to be honest. But that was fun. I'm glad we got to experience a whole different avenues. I'm sad I didn't get the beast. I don't know why we couldn't have taken that avenue, but whatever. We got to do something else with the nightmare, so that's fun. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. And you know what? I was gonna play more Slay the Princess this week, but I think I'm good. I think I've had my fill now, having gone through it 2 full times here. I will probably play through it again, like, just on my own, to kind of poke away, or, like, chip away at these other kind of things. But, I don't need to stream those. I don't think there's as much value to that. So, I guess we'll start a new game on Wednesday. Usually I'd be streaming tomorrow, but I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm going to a concert. So. I do like this too. They put together a special playlist that you can pull in on Spotify based off of the choices you made through the run, which I think is just fun. I think that's a fun way of doing that. So yeah, we still didn't get, like, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whole sections that we just haven't seen. Oh no, sorry, 8. There's like 8 whole sections that we haven't even touched. So I'm gonna leave this here. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, Rick. Appreciate it. But that is gonna do it for me tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna mark Slay the Princess as done, so we can move on. And apparently I'm gonna be playing Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop next. This was given to me by 2-Bit. I don't know anything about this game. I think it's a rogue-like sort of deal, and it looks cute. So we're gonna have to see what that's about. But let's find somewhere to go here. No, stop that. Oh man, Rube's playing Narita Boy. Oh god, that was such an interesting game. You know what? Yeah, let's go to Rube. Oh. Huh, I've not sat on the screen long enough to see this. Narita Boy. So let's go say hi to Rube. Rube's lovely. I played through the game that Rube's playing right now, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was silly as all hell. But that's going to do it for me tonight. So I'll be back on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. To start a new game, which is the one that I said before, whose name I've already forgotten. Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop. There we go. So, as always, thank you, for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and try your best out there. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Good night.